Right, listen, hold on. I'm live, man. I'm live. Live on this. Live and direct, you know, man. So, what's going on? How you doing? You alright? Guess what? It's a live one. Hold on one second. This is a live one. This is a live one. This is a live one. She's alive. My legs are alive. My legs are alive. Too bad. My legs are alive. I'm just moving like a fish. How are you? Okay. So I'm walking along here, people laughing at me. How are you doing? So I'm walking along. This is a live one. You're watching Dale Street Live. Dale Street Live 1. So if you've checked out my other video I did, the first one, for a new series I'm doing, if you want to call it that, with Dale Street. I made that, you know, and I uploaded it, and it's up. You can check it out. You know, that's 20 minutes or something. This one here is a live one. So this is Dale Street Live. I'm calling it one, #1, same thing. What I'm doing is I'm just going to walk around the block and talk to you about truth, because, you know, we're going to look at different angles of life, talking about things. Now, I want to first of all apologise for going in this portrait mode here. I'm not too sure how to change that into um, landscape. I'm sure it's pretty easy to have it like that in landscape. I usually cross this bridge here, but what I'm doing is I'm just going to basically be careful when you're crossing roads. Don't get your ass run over. So this is a live one. I'm doing going live. It's the first time, not only first time on the phone, as I say. Crossing for, hold on a second. I know some people to say hello, because 3 people there saying hello. I'm just going to cross this road here. I've seen three demon worshippers, basically. These are the kind of people, I'm going to try to cross this road here quickly. They're the kind of people, as I say, that are the opposite. The opposite of what we're talking about, truth. Should have gone over the bridge, really. I'm just gesturing to that bridge because I'm getting people looking. Like, I just crossed that road precariously, and there's a po-po car, as in a police car, looking, and sometimes you just get people coming up stopping you just because I crossed the street without looking at traffic lights, you know. So I'm pointing up, oh yeah, I know, I should have gone over the bridge. I'm a fucking idiot. Or you got a P there, P Street. Just kidding, but it all is, you know. As I explained in the other video, if you want to know what I'm talking about, check the other video. Anyway, I'm walking down here now. We're going live, as I say. It's my face watching. You get some negativity everywhere you go. Now, what is this all about? Okay. So first of all, Dale, I'm trying to explain to the point what it is, right? So ultimately, it's truth. And if anyone's leaving comments there, I want to say hi if you're watching. If anyone's joining the live right now, right? I want to say thanks for always tuning in and watching. Whatever you see, you know what I mean? It's all about truth. I'm sharing about truth, you know what I mean? No lies. That's the real feeling that we're feeling right now. We're feeling inside them. We're feeling inside them. Oh God. People walking around with this demon. And I need to get themselves started up because we all come. One from the sea one. Hey, I'm just saying, man. But there's people around here walking with these demons inside. It's like they need to get exercise. There's a lot of people you see who are really stressed out. Man, if it's not part of you, chuck it away. Is what I said. It's not in you. It's not part of what's in your heart. You don't need to carry that with you every day around with you. Carrying the stress and pressure and the negativity of the world in you. You have to give yourself some health. It's a new year. It's a new moment in your life. And you need to basically focus on good. It's 24/7. It's what goes through my head 24/7. You're watching this live now. I'm speaking about positivity. Lighten up a bit. Learn to smile within. It's about feeling. Not feeling as emotion, as in visions in the mind of a belief, which is a perception. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about perception. I'm not talking about a dream. No. Because that is again the same thing. Seeing is believing, but feeling is the truth. Seeing is believing, but feeling is the truth. Right? That's one of my great martial arts teachers. I've had many good martial arts teachers in my life. I've put a handful. And one's a very good kung fu expert, and he back in the day he used to say, that's what it is. You know, when you see things, it's not the real thing. You know, seeing is believing sometimes, but you know, feeling is the truth, the true experience. You know, the truth is the most important thing. And he also used to mention man, heaven, and earth, which the great Lao Tzu was talking about. Well, you can see in the statue, as I say, right? You see in the statue, as I say. See in the statue, as I say. When the statue of Lao Tzu, the great ancient philosopher, if that's what you want to call him, wise man, I call him, was the man who was pointing up with one finger pointing to the heavens, the sky, and the other one pointing down to the ground. Like me walking on this road right now. It's a path of life. So what's ahead of you? There's always more ahead of you. There's always more behind you. There's always more above you, and there's always more below you. If you're in the center and you're balanced, you're basically at the center of this massive load of potential, like my shadow there, reminding me that I'm in the light. You know what I'm saying? T-shades a man. So sure, I'm trying to say the truth is all you have. There's nothing more. You only have truth. If it's not true, it's nothing. So you only have the power. I see some miserable people on the road here, miserable, stressed out, you know, talking about their money and that and whatever, they're complaining about life. That's not what it is. So you have to understand one thing, but you've got this society around you, but life is inside of you. If life's outside of you, you're dead? You're alive, right? So life's inside your body, your mind and body. Now I'm walking a bit fast because I need to go back and have my lunch. So let's get talking. What am I talking about? I'm talking to you about reality, truth and reality. You might say there's a thing like, you know, subjective reality. So everybody's reality is different, their situation. But what's a situation? A place. We make places. We build the roads. We build the buildings. We make up cultures. We invented everything. Languages, the wheel, the AK-47 machine gun, the bomb, the hamburger, the paintbrush, the digital art tools like I use to create animation and I make my animation, you know, the houses, the bridges. We make everything, right? So we make everything, and people destroy too much is the problem. They should be making more. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, the life is inside of you. So, you know, nature's the thing. Nature's the ultimate truth. You know, it's not what you see around you, what you're making. The life's inside of you, as I say. The truth, as I say. When I'm talking to you about the Tao, as Lao Tzu says in the Tao Te Ching, very clearly, yin and yang, right, is a constant flow of balance. So these two sides, right, yin and yang, is in everything. That is what the Tao is. The Tao is those two, right? Everything is the Tao, meaning everything is true. Everything is what's true, right? So if it's not true, it's nothing. There's no power, it can't be used or anything. If you humble yourself and be honest, be honest, I should say, then humbling yourself is not an issue. Humbling or being patient or trying to be, I don't know, nice, trying to be friendly and all that. You know, all those things. If you try, as I've said before, if you try to do anything, force it, something that's not natural, I try to understand it. I try to be brave, confident. I try to be forgiving. I try to be understanding. I try to be patient with people. I try to be friendly, polite, anything, loving, caring. Try to hate. Try to forget. Try anything you try. You say, oh, at least don't make the effort. Yeah, but it's an effort. It's always a challenge. Being humble and that's a challenge. It's a difficult thing, is it? Yeah. You see it as a problem, and it becomes a bigger problem because you can't control your mind. The problem starts in the mind. The mind is your world. It's not this world, but it's just your world. You have to be able to control yourself. You must be able to control yourself. But if you need to control yourself, there's a problem already. Is the driver sleeping? What's that? So the truth is the truth, right? There you go. So what I'm trying to say is the natural feeling is not a natural feeling, nature. If you're honest with yourself, you clean your window, you look through the window, you clean the mirror, you turn the light on in the dark, you clean the window, then look into your heart. I'm telling people, you look into, you can see what is, you know what's you and what isn't you. You won't go around lying like what the preachers talk about when they talk about like Jesus, for example, or it could be any religion or anything. I'm not speaking about religion. Some people you might say Taoist stuff. It's a religion. It's not religious, right? It's the Tao. This man called Lao Tzu. Okay, you might know him as Lao Tzu, who wrote the Tao Te Ching and is talking about the Tao of Yin and Yang. But it's in Mandarin. It's Lao Tzu, and he wrote the Tao Te Ching. It's about Yin and Yang. Trust me, I spent half of my life in 2 different countries. I know, right? But it's because I speak the language. Yin and Yang, I say, is the Tao. And if you don't have balance, you fall. Like all of reality. If there's not balance to hold it together from a true core of truth, the whole thing falls apart. And it is no more. You see. So I'm walking along here now. But yeah, I just thought I'd tell you, so I'm walking along here. I'm trying this live stream. So there's two sides to everything. Big and small, And there's a sentence in Chinese which goes, 会说的不如会听的. It means it's better, but basically it's someone who can talk is not as good as someone who can listen, basically. And I said to someone the other day, I said, same with teaching. If you're listening, it means you're learning. You're a student studying, right? You're quiet, peaceful. You need peace so you can hear anything. You need space so you can do anything, right? So I said, 会教的不如会学的. Means basically, someone who can teach is not as good as someone who can learn. This is make it up. I mean, teaching's a powerful thing, but someone who hasn't learned can't teach it. If you don't have it, you can't use it. So truth is what it's about. Knowing naturally, honestly, that you are limited. You are limited, therefore, you have unlimited potential. In some ways, improve yourself in many ways, to attain, to develop, to get more, to get a bigger, you've got a whole universe, an open door to a whole new world of potential. You say, I'm going to adapt myself, change myself because I can't change society, I'm going to change myself. That's nonsense anyway. A lot of society is all based on lies and dishonesty. Dishonesty comes from fear, comes from laziness, to understand the self. You want health in your mind and body. So I'm walking along here 24/7. Someone starts to tell me this piece of paper is important, this document, or this person's of a high position. I listen to that. You're flesh and blood, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Keeper. You are literally, atoms and cells. I don't care if you get your spirit. Spirit is part of the energy. I'm talking about the Tao. When I say Tao, I'm talking from my angle of it. I'm talking about honesty. Forget my opinion about it, my point of view. I was like the absolute ultimate truth. The world, the universe, heaven, hell, God, everything that exists, all that is. Everything that is your spirit. If there's a mind in your brain. God damn it. So I'm saying everything that is what it's made of. So the substance, the very substance, if we can use this word, as a physical reality. Yeah. So if you get some people coming and walking around, and they're saying, there's people walking around, yeah, and they're saying like, all people have their own, subjective reality. They have their own reality, their own truths. Yeah, within certain areas of how they're functioning within the system most of the time. Maybe in their own mind, whichever areas a bit of free from the prison bars they put themselves behind in their mind, of fear and confusion. Right? You have to understand what's true and what's not. Know how to step on this here and not fall down a hole when you step. Yeah. Listen to the water you're swimming in. Listen to the mountain you're climbing. Right? But it's not you. And why you talk about conquering things for? Be free and yourself true. Because exercise always keeps healthy, fit, good. Yeah, that's right. Healthy body, healthy mind. I support that. Balance, exercise, and rest of the mind and body always. So that's what I'm saying now. When you're walking along, you've got to know what's true. See? So where to begin, where to start? See? It's all a concoction, a mixture. So when you talk about how you're living in your life, see, you're walking around in this world full of all this confusion, in the mixed up society of all these rules and all that stuff. That's not what it is. That's not actual fact. That's natural freedom. You see what I'm saying? So true freedom. So when I'm talking to you, when I'm telling you here, every time, every single time I'm talking about Tao and Laozi and all that, you think I'm talking shit. I'm not talking shit. I'm talking real. Your life, your heart is beating in your body now. Understand yin and yang, or you will fail. See? So I'm saying, yeah, I understand your life, right? Because it's not me saying follow some philosophical what I'm saying or the president's saying or the most whoever rich people in the world. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about some listen to someone of a certain what you call status, someone who's important. No, we're all human beings, all the same. The same as every monkey, every tree, every fish. I'm a human, you're human, and one day we will die. So you've got to try to be healthy now. Breathe. See, it's not like you do Taiji, but you live Taiji your whole life. Everything is the Tao. That's what Lao is telling you in the Tao Te Ching very clearly. Do what is right for your life, good, healthy, powerful. So if you're talking about Jesus and God and all that, or any kind of that kind of thing, fair enough. Alpha, Omega, I mean, channels. If you're talking about the truth is the truth. So it doesn't matter what you talk about, Jesus or whatever, anything, but the truth is the truth. So that's all the same thing basically. What's real is what's real, yeah? What's not real is a lie. So you're living in the essence of Satan, in the essence of failure. You know, when you make excuses for things and you can't stand up, why should you need to stand up for yourself? Trying to prove a point, stand out. Why do you have to show anything to human beings? Human beings, why do you have to make that? Why do you need to do that? To, fool yourself. You don't need to keep fooling yourself. Your shadow's there, you know you're in the light. The light shows the dark and the dark shows the light. You know the truth. So that's the truth. The power, everything shows the other side of it. So you can look at something from different sides and try and work out what it is or what it isn't. But the most important thing is you either have it or you don't. You can use things. But many people, they give up and they want to be like used by it. They allow themselves to be used, It's not the way to go. Not the way to go. It's not the way to come. When you're coming, you're going, and when you're going, you're coming. When you're stopping, you're moving. When you're starting, you're stopping. But you must stop before you can start. You must start before you can stop. All right, so the truth is the truth. Truth. The truth. Got blood clot. Look how raw it's clot, So, there's walking along this way here, yeah? Gonna go this way. Power for you. Do that, yeah? That's what it is. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. That's what it is, If you're smaller, you've got a place to be. Your place to be. It's easy to humble yourself when you're honest. Honesty is your power. Thank you for joining me on this walk. I'm gonna stop this video. Check this recording on. Hold on. Can't see this. I'm gonna stop the recording. I'll stop the stream in a moment. Hold on.